Hello, hello. Hello, and welcome to Wednesday, the 26th of August. All right, click this button. And I have to say how sad I am at the passing of the great Dolly Parton. It is a sad day because she is just extraordinary and something that most of us have heard for our whole lives. So yes, so so rip Dolly Parton or veil Dolly Parton. Okay, so today we have the moon in Aquarius. All right, so we've got some opportunities to have a look at our future. I know, Cara. So sad, isn't it? I was so surprised. I only saw something the other day about her saying, "Oh, my doctor has said I'm not allowed to now. I've got to rest," and that was only like Friday. So it was a very quick passing for her. So yes. Good morning. All right. So now there's a little bit of uh toing and froing maybe today, a little bit of a power struggle. Oh, look at everybody. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Louise. Hello, Sam. How are you? Cheers. Mm. And since I've seen Susan, I have already pulled a card and it is take a leap of faith. So we will hold this one. So Sugar Glider dares to glide great distances, having faith in yourself. All right, so I love that one because it's going to work in with the cards within the thing. All right, so Moon in Aquarius, it's about forethought, it's about moving forward, friends, group. Hello, Barbie B. Is this you again, Barbara? Have you changed your name again? Or I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm a bit confused about who you are. Good morning, though. Good morning, Karen. Lunar eclipse at work. I know. I was reading Christine's write up and I was like, oh, poor thing. All right. See how unfocused I am. All right. Now, friends, relationships could be very important and where we're going. All right. But the moon is in conjunct Mars at 2 o'clock. Now, the sun is in conjunct Pluto. All right. So we've got a little bit of a power dynamic. So we've got the moon in Aquarius, which is like, I want to think about it that way, and Mars in Cancer going, but it's traditionally been this way. Another Barbara. Okay, good. Hello, Barbara, and welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. Please feel free to enjoy your friends if you think you have anyone that will like this. So, welcome. um, so yeah, so Mars going traditionally, it's looked like this, and Aquarius is like, well, we don't do tradition anymore because we're going to think about it this way. So our emotions are ready to have a change, but there is some part of us that's like, no, but I've got to do it this old way. And like I said, the Sun in Virgo and Pluto are also in this or in the same configuration with that in conjunct. So there's power plays here. It could be power plays between innovation and tradition. It could be, the sun in Virgo, which is thinking about the details because those details have consequences. We need to analyze the situation. And Pluto in Aquarius is like, yeah, but I'm just going to pull things out at the roots so that I can pave this new road forward. So again, there might be some challenges today, if I could say it that way. So in the words, there's more stuff, but in the words I've said, the more you think about it, the clearer it becomes. Show some restraint with your enthusiasm today if you are speaking with other people. They might not be ready to hear what you believe to be true, inadvertently causing stress and challenges. All right. So again, I think that statement pretty much is read the room carefully. All right. Now, I've been talking with Annie this morning, and so we were sort of talking about how, if we just say in the sake of excitement, we just do this burst of energy. Good morning, Christy. How are you? This burst of energy, right? So are we then diminishing our inner light? Especially if we have to justify or over explain what we mean. So by reading the room, we keep our power rather than dispersing it quickly, and we can use that inner light as a spotlight to sort of have a look around us and choose where that potential needs to go rather than just going bleh. All right, so there is an opposition to Jupiter. That's at 7:30. So I think this is also part of that, um, the expulsion of energy. All right, Jupiter just wants to make it big. In Leo, it's all showy, whereas the moon in Aquarius is quite emotionally detached. And I don't mean it doesn't feel. I mean it's more concerned with the bigger picture and everything that's at play. Whereas Jupiter is like, I'm just fabulous. Jupiter is like the ultimate rock star up on stage. Where the moon is like going, yeah, no, I'm going to conserve my energy and think about it differently. So, very much, how about we think about things differently today, but very much read the room. All right, so um, I've got a note up the top here saying opportunities are exposed. Which are the most relevant for you? All right, so now after 3 o'clock, between 3 and 10, we've got a sextile to Saturn in Aries retrograde. All right, so there is an opportunity. So after that 3 o'clock mark, so that in conjunct to Mars is at 2. All right, so we might expend a bit of energy, but then after 3, we've got the opportunity to just sort of do that work steadily and consistently. However, that force has to come from within. All right, if it's important, then you will get it done. Again, it's just an opportunity. So think about that 3 o'clock mark as, all right, I've done that thing and now I'm going to just keep at it. I've just got to keep going because it's important to me. All right. Then after 4 o'clock, we have a trine to Venus starting. All right. So, you might feel good about things later on in the afternoon. Venus is in Libra. She does just ultimately want to make sure that everybody is diplomatic. There is fair trade happening. The whole world feels like it's in balance and you're feeling good. So, again, I just feel like that 2 o'clock mark, try not to, the both they're both on a seesaw. All right, so whether it's the moon and Mars or Sun and Pluto, both very powerful forms. They're essentially in an opposition, just like a full moon, but the more they wriggle, the more that they are unbalanced. So again, with the conserve your energy, have a look around, use your senses. Don't just go, oh my god, I blah 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 blah, because the person on the other end might not be ready to hear what you have to say. All right. We all have very unique language, and there is exceptionally unique things coming through the universe to us. We're all in this state of, oh, wow, I could do this and I could do that. Um, but, you know, we're just holding off a couple more days, guys. Not that I'm saying everything is going to be exposed and all the answers are going to be there by Friday. I just, it's just a window to just say, hang in there. All right, there's more to come. All right, now, we've got that Mercury Cazimi coming on the same day. So the Mercury Cazimi is at 2 a.m. and then the full moon, the lunar eclipse is at 2:14 p.m. The full moon is at 2:18 p.m. All right, so there is 12 hours between the Mercury Cazimi, where all of those ideas come blazing through us. For us, it's going to be when we're asleep. So pay attention to your dreams. Or because it's a full moon and an eclipse, I wonder if we're going to have just as much sleeplessness as what we did with the new moon. Because I know I was complaining about being awake all night, and I got up last night and I was like, the house is very light. I could just sense the energy just growing, and again, the windows were open, the light is coming through. So, um, so yeah, how does that feel, guys? Oh, good morning, Julie. How are you? So yeah, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning is that Sun Pluto. All right. So again, there's power building. All right. Don't try and fight people off. Don't try and exert your authority. I think it's just a watch and observe and then act accordingly type of energy. All right. So I'm gonna do them. So we had the take a leap of faith. I mean, you can take that however you want, really. I mean, dare to glide great distances. I like that one. I think also, maybe if you haven't done it that way previously, take a leap of faith that it's going to work out for you. What do you think, Susan? What do you think? You can absolutely add your 2 cents in here. All right. Actually, I've got another statement here that I've written down. It was the first email I opened this morning, and I thought I just had that ding. And so Dharma, all right. So when we're looking at Dharma and karma, Dharma is how you serve the world, whereas karma is what happens when you think the world is here to serve you. I was just like, wow, I love that. Most of us here feel like we need to be of service in some way or another. That's knowing that we have a soul that is all about evolution and and the development of the personality in the soul. It is about how you serve the world. But yeah, karma is what happens when you think the world is here to serve you. So I just leave that one there. All right, so the card for today is, oh, this one. This one is, the sun. Oh my God, there we go. All right, we've got that sun Pluto. Oh, isn't that even very shiny bright? Where's that light coming from? Oh, that way. There you go. Okay. All right, anyway, sorry. The sun, let's have a look. When I find it. Is it the first card? No. Moon. The sun, there we go. It's right at the end. Okay. So this is, it doesn't say who it is. It just says a man with classically handsome features. All right. Oh, is it Apollo? Oh, there we go. Apollo's fast shooting arrows. All right. The card of Apollo, the sun god. It augurs a time of clarity, optimism, and renewed trust. It is possible to understand the pattern, to plan for the future, to move forward. The curses of night are dispelled, and the fool is now armed with foresight, purpose, and a faith that the striving, a faith, look at the words repeating, a faith in the striving human spirit. Thus, he encounters the great masculine principle of life working through both men and women, which move forward towards the goal. All right, perfect time to just trust what we are manifesting. Take a leap and know that the big picture will all play out. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Because, with this one and talking about power dynamics, we've got the moon and Mars and the sun and Pluto. So power dynamics, both in the emotional realm and our reality, are playing out considerably. So again, both of those are about weighing up the consequences, thinking deeply, consequences and action. All right. So read the room, watch it for that 2 o'clock mark. Don't overdo it when it comes to that 7:30 mark with that opposition to Jupiter. All right. Well, unless it is the right time for you to express your authentic self to someone, to have that confidence to stand there and go, well, this is what I believe. But like I said, the words are, other people might not be ready to hear what it is that you believe to be true. So weigh it up carefully, ladies and gents. Um, there's still a lot happening. So I feel like that's it. Feel like that's it. So I hope you have an amazing day. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow, where I think even more things are just going to become way more obvious. We've got that big yod tomorrow about playing nicely with other people. So it does definitely feed into this reading the room and absolutely stay calm. So, mwah, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.